the B show. It's a big bad B show tonight. Yeah, well, it's the B show. Crank it up, turn on them lights. Turn them on there. Get ready to download something that you never know. You won't see it coming, but I promise you'll know. It's the B show.
It's the B show. Once again, here. I am Joe. I'm joined with the idiot.
Hi.
So, we watched the Raw. We're going to talk about that Raw. Alright? Okay. We're going to talk about that Raw. Okay. So.
Okay, is that me? Is that supposed to be me, Joe?
No, I'm doing my impression of a sports pope.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot that Joe is actually a follower of. I don't know if he's a Catholic, but he's a follower of various popes. The sports pope and the Pope of the Hood.
That's
right.
Okay. Oh, the sports pope. He's great. But the Pope of the Hood's great too. Everything. Do you remember when he bought dogs? Remember he was gonna buy on an episode of TNA one time. The Pope went to a kennel, and he was gonna buy children some dogs. Same ways, he went there, and there was secret camera footage of him buying Rottweilers for a dog fighting ring.
Well, don't ever say TNA wasn't.
You remember this?
What's that?
Did you remember this?
No, I'm afraid I happen to miss that one. I don't know what I was doing, but I missed the Pope buying Rottweilers on TNA.
Yeah. That happened. So, remember Samoa Joe had a secret cameraman?
I remember Samoa Joe running into a dungeon and getting some people released from a torch. I think Abyss was torturing people in the dungeon.
Oh, well, no, that's a different thing with the cameraman. I'm talking about Pope. Samoa Joe had his own cameraman. It was, remember Okada, the Japanese guy?
Okay, yeah.
The Rainmaker, the Fresh Maker?
Yeah, the Rainmaker, the Record Breaker.
The Fresh Maker.
The Hit Maker.
Anyways, Okada was the Pope's cameraman in TNA. Now he's over in Japan. Oh, Okada! Have you seen his match lately he had with this other Chinese guy? I mean, they wrestled for 30 minutes. It was great.
I give it 5 stars. It was better than anything I've ever seen at a WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, we watched the Raw. We're going to get to in a minute. But before we get there, I wanted to say that it's a new year, 2017, everyone. So,
somebody said something about 2017.
And isn't it crazy how I think about how some of the wrestling that we watched on this show and the other show, that it's especially stuff from 81 we saw. Jesus, that's such a long time. We're in 2017 now, and that stuff we saw from 81.
It gets older and older every day.
But I look at it as a fine wine, right?
Oh, age to perfection. Well put. Vintage wrestling, age to perfection.
Right. Exactly. Because, all this new shit, this new wrestling, that's not wrestling.
Hell no.
All right, let's get to this Raw. So, this is my Raw breakdown show. I'm gonna mention we're gonna talk about this Raw and how it sucked. And I think this Raw should have needed more wrestling. There wasn't the average match time of every match. I calculated it all, and the average match span was only 3 minutes. And when I watched New Japan on Access TV last week, the entire match was the entire show.
Joey, are you there? Am I talking to Brian Alvarez?
There was not enough wrestling on this show. I want to see some wrestling. I want to see these 2 Chinese guys go at it and exchange holds for an hour.
That is wrestling. That's 5-star stuff.
Right. But let's talk about this Raw here. It's on the WWE Network. It's Raw from November 2nd, 1998. Okay, so I was entertained by this Raw, actually. It wasn't the greatest wrestling show, but I laughed and I was entertained, so they show a recap. Go ahead.
It's aged well.
It has, yeah. And they show a recap.
The WWE Network wine cellar for those years, and built up a lot of body by this time.
Right. And they showed a recap of what happened the week before when Shane McMahon hired Stone Cold back, and then Shane's like, it was me that hired Stone Cold back. It was me, So anyway, Shane comes out and he announces Stone Cold will get a title shot. He goes, Stone Cold is going to get a title shot. And, when he gets his title shot, he's going to win the belt, blah, blah, And I thought it was interesting how he said title shot and belt. Nowadays, he would go out there and Shane McMahon would come out there and he would say, Stone Cold Steve Austin will come out here later on tonight and get his title opportunity and win the championship.
Well, this was... It's, the world of wrestling changed a little too much when we look back on 1998 as the good old days now, but it does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about title match, this person title match, but nowadays you can't say match or title shot. You
can't say belts or any of that, or whatever the latest directive is from Vince. But
opportunity.
Vince is, he might change his mind on that completely in 5 years and do something else.
Right, title opportunity. Okay, that's ridiculous because if you're saying a sentence, you say, "Oh man, when I get the title match, I'm gonna get you in that ring." Blah blah blah. I don't say when I get the opportunity and I go in there and I get my title opportunity. That doesn't make any sense.
I know. The last thing we need is wrestling PC.
Right. So anyway, Stone Cold comes out. He's about to say something. Then Vince McMahon comes out. Remember, Vince actually at this time could do a promo. Now Vince goes out there and embarrasses himself. So, like the time, remember when Vince recently, it was last year, when Vince was going to announce Roman Reigns for the Royal Rumble, and he was trying to open like a ball, like a tumbler, and he couldn't do it, and he botched the whole thing. Remember that?
Well, he's gotten old, and he's not quite as good at opening tumblers as he used to be.
So Vince goes on and he says that he's not going to retire at all, and everybody that thinks he's going to retire it's a bunch of BS. And then he says, the day I die is the day I step down. When I die, I'm going to go straight to hell, Vince says. Now,
it's all pretty prophetic, you could say.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vince, is right. Because, who we are, we look at Vince these days, and he's obviously out of his mind. He's probably as early stages of Alzheimer's, all right? He's fucking crazy, and he's more crazier now than ever. And, the day he dies.
But is it really our place to, pass eternal judgment on the man and the going to hell part? I mean,
no, he said that himself.
When he gets to the pearly gates, he's not going to find St. Peter, but he's going to find Meltzer or something. And Meltzer's just going to open a big book and say, I don't see enough 5-star matches from your company to really let you in here. But I'll put you in my Hall of Fame as a consolation. Go to hell.
Now, Vince says he's been in hell the last few days thanks to Shane Stone Cold. And Vince demotes Shane. He goes, thank you, Shane, for rehiring Stone Cold. So now, Shane, you're just a referee now, And if you don't like that, you can be part of the ring crew. So...
Wow.
Yeah. So anyways, then the crowd chants asshole of Vince, Remember the crowd used to be into things, And then,
and they would say asshole and things like that, and follow the plot instead of just making distracting chants and stuff.
Right, exactly. And then Vince goes, for the record, I'm not an asshole. Every one of you are.
Well, Vince does know how to shut them down.
Yeah. So then get this. We have a commercial. It's the greatest commercial ever. It's for the opening of a new website. It's www.stonecold.com, okay? And then Stone Cold's on a commercial, and he goes, and when this site opens on Wednesday, I'm going to do live webcam.
So you get to see Stone Cold's cam shows.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. Like, there's a girl that I follow on Snapchat, Lexi, and she always talks about her upcoming cam shows on there. And actually, she puts some of the stuff on Snapchat. It's pretty funny, okay? And I was just thinking, it's like, can you imagine if there was like Stone Cold came in there and stunned her or something? How funny would that be?
Yeah, that would be. But you have to figure Stone Cold's cam shows, if they're anything like the girls' cam shows, the girls' camp shows is a bunch of guys and the girls on there, and then the guys are like, take your top off, or take this off, or show me your tits, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you figure Stone Cold's camp shows had to be a bunch of, marks with the sound down, saying, like, smash a beer can over your head. Do a stunner. Give me the finger. Can I get a hell yeah from Stone Cold?
Stone Cold's cam show. I swear to God that happened.
At the Broken Skull Ranch.
So Vince comes out. He stays out after the first segment, and he's out there and yells at the announcers. He's like, "You people better do your job." It's kind of like these days how he yells at the announcers. So
you should have yelled at the announcers on that '88 house show we reviewed a few episodes ago.
I know, seriously. So DX comes out, and Road Dogg, Mr. Ass do the same promo that they've done a million times. The whole thing. The same thing we heard a million times. And I was thinking, it's kind of like Enzo and Big Cass these days, how they come out there and say the same thing every time, right?
Yeah, but the other thing that always got me on that is the first time I ever saw the guys, I'd never seen these guys before. And the entire crowd knew the whole spiel as soon as they came out and said it along with it.
Right.
And I was like, this is like some kind of big cult that I guess I haven't joined yet.
Mm-hmm. So Gangrel comes out, and, Gangrel, this whole vampire thing he was doing, I think it would get over these days, because people really like vampires and the whole shit that people watch these days. I think, it was cool and everything with Gangrel at the time, but I think if we did it these days, it actually could get over,
I know, maybe he could have got a role in one of those Twilight movies.
Yeah, people love that shit. I don't know why. I don't watch it, but
girls will be walking around with Team Gangrel t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, think about that. Okay, so the match goes for a few minutes. The match goes on for 3 minutes, not even. 2 minutes between the Outlaws and Edge and Christian, actually. Because Edge and Christian are here. Edge looks to be 15. So anyways, lights go out, okay? Then JR goes, I guess we got a power outage here. Then boom, Kane comes out, okay? Kane walks out. Billy Gunn runs up to Kane and punches Kane, which Kane promptly just no-sells. Did you see that?
Yeah, Kane's a monster.
Yeah. So then Kane walks in the ring and just choke slams everyone. Everyone gets choke slammed. He clears the ring out and he leaves. Okay, more on that later. All right. So then we have a segment. We go to commercial. We come back. It's LOD 2000. It's the Draws.
And Sonny?
No, Sonny's not here. It's the new LED. It's with Draws. And the Draws, he's known as the Draws at this time. He comes out, and he's going against a drunken Hawk. Hawk, by the way, has hair. And he's drunk. They didn't want this, man. They didn't want this.
You're making fun of the attic you created. You fucking prick.
So, Draws just starts punching Hawk. He beats him down for a little bit. Then Animal comes out with hair. Animal has hair, and he's got his hair in a part. Animal has hair. Get this, a full head of hair.
I know. I try to forget. I really do.
Then Animal says, "That's enough. That's enough of this beatdown of Hawk." Then Draws looks at him, and they just leave, and that's the end of the segment, okay? Mankind and Al Snow.
It was really sad what had happened to the LOD with that boy.
I know, seriously. Mankind and Al Snow are backstage, and they talk about a few things. Then Mankind says that he's going to... The secrets. He's going to show him some secrets. And he goes, "Did you see that show last night?" And Al Snow's like, "What?" And he goes, "It was the secrets of pro wrestling." And then Al Snow's like, "Yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah." So they actually mentioned the secrets of pro wrestling on their own show. On WWE TV, they mentioned the secrets. Remember the secrets with the stunt granny?
The secret? You mean like the book Hulk Hogan reads?
No, the secrets of pro wrestling revealed with the stunt granny.
Oh, was that the thing with Harley Race? Where
Yeah.
he was shaded up that them fans don't know there's a microphone under the ring.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, they mentioned this on WWE TV. Mankind mentioned how it aired last night. Did you see it? And Al Snow's like, "Yeah."
Oh, so now they learned all the secrets.
Yeah. So now, okay, get this. Okay, so they go to the ring. The oddities come out. Now, they have a dub theme, which is ridiculous, and the dub theme is actually kind of funny, because they can't air the ICP music, you know? Now, that's the funniest thing ever. The Oddities come out with the stupid ICP music, and they're getting over. They're over, okay? I hate to admit it, but they are, because everyone's over this time. And I swear to God, the camera pans over to Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top in the front row, looking at the Oddities, like, looking at them, like, they look on, like, in disgust. Like, Billy Gibbons, like, shakes his head, like, what the fuck am I watching?
Weren't they in Texas in this episode?
Yeah, they're in Houston, yep.
Yeah, it's probably simply Gibbons, whatever the hell his name is, presence.
Yeah. So it's, get this, Mankind and Al Snow versus the Oddities. And I'm telling you, fucking Kurgan was terrible in this match. It was a horrible match. Kurgan botched every move he did, including a kick where he was like, you know, like sometimes like you're going to the refrigerator and I kick you, alright? It was like that.
Okay, did he sell it well, though? Because I would have sold it well.
Yeah, he sold it, but Kurgan like fell over, you know? It was terrible. So anyways, Golga, who is the late John Tenta, comes out there and starts doing all the earthquake moves, you know? And sits on Al Snow, gives him the whole tremors, the whole 9 yards, and sits on Al Snow and just wins. Okay. So Shaq is backstage. Right. Shaquille O'Neal's backstage. He's sitting there talking to some of the boys. Vince, you know, wheels up. Vince is in a wheelchair, and he wheels up to Shaq and he says, "Get out of here! You get out of my building! You're not allowed in here!" And Shaq laughs. Shaq looks at Vince and just laughs, and they kept it in there. Wow. Okay.
Well, okay, yeah. I actually forgotten if Shaq had appeared on WWF TV, too. I remember he appeared with Hogan in WCW, I think a few years earlier, didn't he?
That's right. So, get this. The next match, music hits, and music goes, "He's a man, he's a real man's man.
He's a man,
such a
a
man.
real man's man." I like that song. It reminds me of the theme song to Branded.
Yeah. So William Regal is out here, and he gets a microphone and asks, "Are there any real men out there?" So any real men in the marina, or any real men backstage, you want to come on here and fight? I want to fight real men. So guess who fucking comes out? Goldust.
Kane?
Goldust.
Well, I was going to say, you know what he said? Are there any real men in the building? I bet Goldust just perked up because he wanted to know too.
Yeah, exactly. So they nothing happens. They like share punches for like a minute. Then Kane. Oh shit, Kane! Oh like fuck! Holy shit!
My God, it's Kane!
And guess what? Choke slams are on the house. He choke slams everybody, and then fucking Terry Reynolds runs up to Kane. Kane picks her up for a choke slam, and JR's like, "No, damn it, don't do that! Don't do that! She's pregnant! Come on now!" He goes, Terry Reynolds, remember she was pregnant with Val Venus' kid or whatever, remember that?
Oh, I thought she was legit pregnant at the time, though.
No. Remember? And she goes up to Terry. And Terry goes up to Val Venus and goes, we're pregnant. Terry goes, "We're pregnant." And Val Venus goes, "No, you get it all wrong. You're pregnant." Didn't you say that? Didn't you say that to your ex-wife?
Me and my first wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Number one.
Yeah. Then your ex-wife goes up to you, and she's like, "You know, I need support for the baby." Then you go in your pocket and you pull some batteries and out of your pocket and you give it to her and you go, "This is what you're all you're gonna need for for your new boyfriend."
Yeah, that does sound like me, I have to admit. But, I'm a little more charitable than that. I probably would have given the kid, I don't know, a pack of Marlboros and a $25 gift certificate for service merchandise or something like that.
So, get this. Kane is about to chokeslam a pregnant Marlena. Alright? Then,
you never see them do that now on TV.
I know, it's PG. Tony Garea, Mr. Personality, shows up. And he's trying to stop him. Kane grabs Mr. Personality, Tony Garea, and fucking chokeslams him. Alright? Then get this. Tony Garea sells the chokeslam like he's having a seizure. He flips around like a fish out of water. Like, You know, sometimes you go fishing and you get a fish and you put it in the boat and the flops around. Tony Garea is selling this like he's like fucking having a seizure right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, or like the way the Boogie Woogie Man would sell anything.
Yeah. This was awesome. I laughed so hard at this. I had to rewind it 3 times. This is awesome.
You sat there and watched Tony Garea flap around the mat for a little while.
Yeah, I did. So Vince tells Mankind, you know, not to interfere. And he goes, you know what, Mankind, you've been loyal to me and everything. And to give you this, I'm going to give you the hardcore title. It's yours now. So that's the debut of the hardcore title. And, you know, Ken Shamrock comes out for his match. And then, I'm telling you, Ken Shamrock walks out.
He was just appointed the hardcore title.
He was, yeah. Mankind
the
was.
way Nick Bockwinkel just appointed the AWA title sometimes.
Right. So Shamrock comes out, walks out on the ramp. Some fans like yell at Shamrock. And I'm telling you, Shamrock stared a hole in this fan in the front row like he was going to fucking kill this guy. It was great. Anyways, Vince comes out and he tells The Rock that he's got a problem with the people, and he's got a problem with the people's champion. If Dwayne wins here tonight, he must win here tonight. He must win the Intercontinental title to be in the tournament. So it's Ken Shamrock versus Dwayne. Dwayne puts Shamrock into the steps pretty like head first, like trips him. Shamrock takes this like bump head first, okay? And Shamrock gets in the ring and he's doing these moves, and I was like, man, Shamrock. His stuff like I know Shamrock is like a UFC fighter and like legit shoot fighter, but his stuff in the ring like looks real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's like one of those guys where he's like a tough guy and like all his stuff in the ring like looks like it could hurt you. You know?
Yeah. It looks legit.
Right. So Shamrock goes for Dwayne, all right, with a chair. The chair bounces off the ropes and hits Shamrock right in the fucking head. Like, right in the face. It was great. So, anyways.
Legit.
Right. Shamrock then takes the chair and just waffles Dwayne in the back with it. Like, kills him. Like, it sounds like a gun going off. Only wish I had a real gun. So, anyways, Shamrock gets DQ'd.
I wish you had a real one, too.
Yeah. So, then they have a commercial for the Survivor Series 1998. And then they have a commercial. Do you remember the song? And there's a song. I'll sing you a song, all right? Okay?
Okay.
It's a deadly game! 'Cause it's a deadly game! It's a deadly game!
Wow, Jed. Really, really good.
So anyways, Terry says that she's pregnant with Val Venus' kid. And there's more on that, okay? So it's Val Venus versus Jeff Jarrett. Nothing happens. Like, literally, the match, the bell rings, ding, ding, ding. They grapple. Then the Blue Blazer comes out and attacks Val Venus. And then end the segment.
Oh, this was part of the gimmick that led up to the infamous night with Owen Hart, isn't it?
Right. So anyways, they're backstage and the cops show up. And Vince tells the cops to arrest Dwayne, right? The Headbangers come out and they're dressed as New Age Outlaws. They make fun of New Age Outlaws. And then the Headbangers are going against the Nation of Domination. So D'Lo comes out there, and D'Lo was pretty impressive here. D'Lo was just... He's pretty much beating the shit out of the Headbangers by himself, and then Mark Henry gets tagged in. Mark Henry runs across the ropes, jumps up in the air, and gets like, I don't know, a really like big air on this leg drop, and like fucking kills one of the Headbangers, you know? So anyways, one of the Headbangers jumps over the top rope, okay, onto Mark Henry, and then guess what? Kane! Oh shit, Kane's here! Oh my god, Kane! Oh fuck! Holy shit, Kane! You know?
Yep.
So Kane comes in, chokesams everybody, and leaves.
Once again.
Yeah. Do you think that they stole the idea from Memphis when Neidhart did all the run-ins at the house show in Memphis?
You know, I've been thinking that when I watched it. It's kind of like, the time they did it in Memphis. And who was booking this?
Russo and maybe Cornette, maybe?
Russo or maybe Cornette. Well, if it was Cornette, it was possibly Memphis-inspired. If it was Russo, he might have come up with the idea just on his own. Like, let's just end everything with a run-in.
Yeah, that's true. But Memphis, the Neidhart Raiders, I mean, I can totally see Cornette saying, all right, man, I saw this in Memphis one time when Neidhart did all these run-ins.
I'll be honest with you. Lawler was there, and I've often wondered if during this period that Lawler didn't do some of the booking, because they did a lot of hotshot Memphis stuff on TV
right
during the Attitude Era. So I wonder if Lawler didn't have a hand in suggesting some of this stuff.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. So they go backstage. The Dwayne is being arrested. Thank God. Only wish you can fucking be arrested in real life. So anyway, Owen Hart says he apologized to Dan Severn because he hurt Dan Severn and broke Dan Severn's neck. So Owen, he says, you know what, I'm done. Owen's like, I'm retired. But I call out down Dan Severn. Severn comes out, and Owen just beats the shit out of Dan Severn, okay? Steve Blackman runs out and does a jumping fucking kick I swear to God, Steve Blackman looks like he did his kick when he jumped off a trampoline, okay? He gets it's like Liu Kang shit from Mortal Kombat, where he jumps up in midair and pauses, then does a missile kick to Owen Hart, okay?
Yeah, then he turns into a dragon and bites him in half.
Yeah, seriously, and they beat the shit out of each other backstage, right? So Vince has the big boss man. He goes, you know what? Boss man, get in the cage. Boss man gets in the cage and he goes, I want Patterson and Briscoe and Sergeant Slaughter get in the cage, and we're all going to beat the shit out of Stone Cold, alright? Ready? Cage is the blue cage. It's the WrestleMania 2 cage, by the way. Alright? It's set up. And they're in the ring to beat up Stone Cold. Then Vince goes, you know what? I've changed my mind. Boss man, beat up everybody. Alright? And Boss Man's in the ring, and he just literally beats the shit out of everybody. Beats up everybody.
Boss Man was one mean son of a bitch in those days.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the nightstick, and he's it's like an assault. It's like the mafia's gonna kill you or something. It scared me a little bit, actually.
It scared you. It was disturbing. It was chilling.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of all these guys, and then Vince goes, you know what, boss man? That's not enough. I want you to rip all of their clothes off. Okay? That's just kind of gay if you think about it. So boss man,
that's the thing I would have thought if I was watching it. I don't rip their clothes off.
Yeah, gay. So boss man's like, okay, I guess. So he said,
maybe Goldust told him to do it.
Maybe. So boss man starts ripping off all Patterson's clothes and ripping off of Briscoe's clothes, and then Stone Cold comes out, runs out there, beats the shit out of boss man, and just beats him up. Then it's 2 minutes left in the fucking show. The Undertaker's here. By the way, where the fuck were you? Undertaker just shows up. Where were you? Taking a shit? I mean, where have you been the last fucking hour and 58 minutes, you know? He walks out. He stares at fucking Stone Cold. They punch each other. Then guess what? Kane! Holy shit, Kane's here! Kane!
Oh my God, it's Kane! Where in hell?
Yeah, Kane comes out, he stands there, and he lights the cage on fire somehow. The cage is on fire. The WrestleMania 2 cage is on fire.
Or part of it's on fire.
Yeah. So, then they all brawl in the ring. They beat the shit out of each other, and that's how the show ends. But, hold on, there's more, alright? Kane, he just sets the cage on fire. Oh, wait a minute. What was the cage doused in gasoline? How is that possible?
Isn't this against the public safety code or something like that?
So, the show is not over. Because on the WWE Network, they show you what happens after the cameras stop. I don't know why. It's called Attitude Extra. So the cameras are still rolling. This is what you see only if you're at the arena. Okay? So...
Because they usually give you a go-home match or something at the end of Raw that isn't on TV.
Right.
This day.
Right. Like what's happening here. So the cameras are still running, but there's no commentary, alright? So Stone Cold beats the shit out of Boss Man more. He just beats him up, okay, stuns him a few times. Stone Cold then knocks over Vince's wheelchair. He puts Vince in the cage. Stone Cold offers a handshake to Vince and gives a stunner. Boss Man then gets in there and he tries to drag, Boss Man's trying to drag Vince outside the ring, out of the cage, you know? Then Stone Cold grabs Vince and they have a tug of war with Vince outside the cage. This is great. This is so funny. The tug of war of Vince with Boss Man Stone Cold, you know?
It wasn't as good as the tug of war between the WWF and the WPF superstars back in like 1992 or 3.
No, it was not as good as that, but this was great. So anyways...
This didn't have IRS accusing the other side being tax cheat.
Yeah. So anyways, they go in the ring, and then Stone Cold hits Bossman in the cage door. Then he drags Vince in the ring. Vince is laying there, you know, and he picks him up, gives another stunner. Stone Cold leaves, and then, like, the show, you think, oh, it's over, all right? Jerry Lawler even leaves. Like, Jerry Lawler's like, I'm done, and he's leaving, okay?
Maybe there's a Browns game on or something.
Yeah. But guess what? Stone Cold comes back out. Stone Cold comes back out, walks in, and gets Vince's wheelchair and leaves and starts wheeling it's like one of those motorized wheelchairs, like a Stephen Hawking wheelchair, you know? And and Vince is he's on Vince's wheelchair, and he leaves on the wheelchair. All right? And he goes all the way up the ramp. And then he's, you know, poses down, you know. Then Vince comes out. Vince is on the cage. Vince climbs the cage with a broken leg. Wait, he stopped selling the leg? I mean, well, how can you climb a cage with a broken leg?
Was Vince some kind of Superman or something?
So then Vince is on top of the cage staring at Stone Cold, and then they zoom in on Vince, who's like staring at him, and then and Stone Cold gives him a finger. Then everybody chants asshole, and that's how the show officially ends. There you go. That's the episode of Raw that's on the network. That's the November 2nd, 1998 Raw on the network.
How did Vince ever get down from the cage?
I don't know.
You'll never know.
Well, how is he supposed to climb the cage? That's dumb. This would never happen in New Japan.
His son would follow in his footsteps with things like that.
This son just loves jumping off of things.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. When you have a sore throat, a cough, or a stuffy nose, come to the halls of medicine. To feel better fast, use halls.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never tried are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
So.
That's true. But in a way, it does, you know? That's how snooker started, you know?
Yeah.
Elvis and Fun and Acapulco jumped off cliffs, too. So, you know, there's a fun in jumping off of things. I recommend you might try it sometime, Joe. Find a bridge or a tall building and just jump off it sometime, see what happens.
Yeah. Remember Snuka, when Snuka dove off those cliffs? It was in Fiji. Yes, Jimmy Snuka, Fiji cliff diver.
Snuka, learn the art of cliff diving in Fiji.
God damn, Ron Trogard is great. Seriously, let's face it.
I know, too bad Rod Trongard was nervous. Is that Kane? Could that be the big red demon entering the ring right now?
Disturbing, chilling. You know, this Kane is demonic, is satanic.
Oh, is that red light that the ring is bathed in supposed to symbolize the commingling of blood and hepatitis C?
Actually, I actually found out that Billy Graham, he doesn't have hepatitis. He has another disease. He actually has promoitis.
Symptoms include the desire to quote lots of Bob Dylan.
This guy's a walking promo.
Or sometimes a sitting promo.
Yeah.
You know,
like, you know,
sometimes he needs his cane to get up that mountain with Craig George.
Yeah. Oh, man. You know, like Flair these days? Flair's a walking joke these days, you know?
Yeah. I saw him outside an Arby's recently begging for food.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's a fucking... I just want somebody to go up to Flair and be like, you're a fucking joke.
I don't know, maybe you can hire Meltzer or someone to do it.
Well, yeah, Meltzer loves Flair, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So maybe I can get somebody else to do that. Maybe.
That's true, because it's not like the truth could ever interfere with Meltzer's opinions. Things.
Right, I know. Well, WrestleMania 1 won't be a success.
I'm so disgusted by this whole WrestleMania thing that I'm just going to write for a soccer magazine instead.
Yeah, or this one. About the spending that Vince McMahon has, there's no way the WWF will be around past 87.
Or this other WrestleMania 3, Hogan versus Andre, -5 stars.
Yeah. That was the worst match ever, one of the worst matches I've ever seen. There was a way better match going on in the UWF at the time.
The UWF, oh yeah. All the real wrestling fans are watching Bill Watts right now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Or, I liked it better when he was just regular Teddy DiBiase, when he went against Jim Duggan in the UWF. This is garbage.
He had the black gloves, and he was part of the Rat Pack with Matt Bourne.
Man, Meltzer, he just loves shitting on things. Do you think he eats like a bunch of X-Lax and he goes to White Castle and just so he can shit out things?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's probably pretty regular. I mean, let's face that. But I like the way, too, Meltzer's opinion just changes on things depending on who his sources are.
Yeah.
Like the way he hated Dr. Death so much until he started getting friendly with Bill Watts. And then Dr. Death has improved a lot, and now he's going to Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, Meltzer's sources,
Yeah, Meltzer's sources, Brody, Cornette, Flair, Bill Watts. Mm-hmm. You know any others offhand?
Not that I know of. No, those are good ones, though.
He cried when Brody died, though, because no, where am I going to get info for the observer?
Yeah. And, Brody, with the whole thing what happened to him in Puerto Rico, the incident, and then Meltzer would be like, "It's a shame what happened with Brody, because if that didn't happen, he would have been the next Hogan."
Yeah, I wanted to see him get that match in Kamala when he comes back to Dallas.
Could you imagine?
That's the only thing I remember in that.
Could you imagine if Brody did a shoot running at WrestleMania 1?
I heard that Vern Gagne paid him to do that.
The Brody.
How many people did Vern Gagne allegedly pay to interrupt WrestleMania 1? I don't believe any of it.
I don't believe it either. I don't know. Vern's in it. He's too stupid to do that.
I know. Vern was like, "Russell, what?
Yeah.
What's going on?"
He was too dumb. I don't know, out of touch. Are we talking about Vince McMahon being out of touch these days? Vern Gagne is the ultimate, didn't even...
Oh, yeah, Vern was sitting at Lake Minnetonka fishing.
Yeah. And then he would go away on vacation to Colorado for a month or two, and they wouldn't even have any tapings or anything.
Yeah. He used to during the off season, he just shut the AWA down, and everybody was to wrestle somewhere else until he started up again.
Yeah, he was busy. He was going in Colorado.
Yeah. Whenever Vince talks about the territories, and he always says that these guys they weren't used to having to compete.
Yeah.
The prime example of that is Vern Gagne, who made an empire in Minnesota out of having no competition.
Yeah.
And, booking Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher in matches all the way into 1984.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and then Vince brought in the Crusher and made him a comedy character where he falls in love with the women in the front row.
Well, to be fair, the Crusher, I have to admit, the Crusher wasn't, he wasn't great to the bear.
Remember, he came out.
I think deserves more credit for the success of the AWA, than Vern does in a lot of ways. And Dick the Bruiser, as Billy Graham said, the Crusher mesmerized audiences in the Midwest.
The Crusher. Remember, he
ran for president in '60. The Crusher. I'm gonna get a big barrel of beer and dance the polka with some dollies after the bets tonight.
Do you remember when the Crusher? Remember he was with Hogan for a Milwaukee house show, and he did promos together.
Yeah, he had more hair than Hogan.
Yeah, remember that? You seen that, right?
Yeah.
That's great. Should be taught in schools, actually.
It should be, actually. The Crusher, I think, is taught in schools in Milwaukee. Crusher and the Fonz.
Yeah, those two things. But they don't mention how the Fonz taught auto shop, though. That's too much.
No, yeah. That's the era of the Fonz that, we tend to forget about because, it's not as good. But, three things made Milwaukee famous, right? There was the Crusher, there was the Fonz, and the other thing that made Milwaukee famous made a loser out of me.
Is that your song request?
Yeah, I guess it will be. It was going to be Bobby Joe McAllister jumps off the Tallahassee Bridge in honor of Shane for jumping off the thing. I'll take making Milwaukee famous instead.
Okay, I'll go with, how about I go with these days? How about, I can't really think of one. I was thinking maybe Big Boss Man because the Boss Man beat the shit out of everybody. But I was thinking about, how about Kane? How about, Kane,
Something red.
something red. Maybe Red Rose or something. I don't know. Think of something. Help me.
I'm trying to think of red songs. Think of red.
Red.
Are there any songs about choking pregnant women?
There might be, actually, some country song about domestic abuse. Oh, how about,
A lot of them. Actually, I've heard any about real men as well.
it's called, I gave my wife the attitude adjustment.
And I gave my wife a black eye for Christmas.
Do you remember that?
Slater's song.
Yeah. Dirty dick.
He's unpredictable.
I know. What about,
They brought him into court. Are you sure that your husband hit you? He said, well, he was wearing a gorilla suit at the time.
Okay, I go with Attitude Adjustment by Hank Williams Jr. You ever heard that one?
Okay.
You ever heard that one?
No, but I'm going to hear it now.
Okay, so then one of the lyrics in the song is like, my wife, she couldn't stop bitching. She got bitching, so I gave her attitude adjustment.
There you go. You wouldn't see John Cena doing that.
Cena! Oh my God, Cena! Cena's Terry Reynolds! What the hell, Cena? No! Come on, damn it! Yeah, but this Raw, back to this Raw for a second, I thought it was pretty good. Stone Cold Cam show and everything, that was great. Have you ever been on one of those Cam shows real quick? You ever been on one of them?
Not that I can talk about legally.
Yeah. It's about the hashtag Sex Island in Haiti, right?
Yeah. Did you ever go on Stone Cold's Cam show?
I have not, but I should. You know what? We should go. We should go back on the Wayback Machine and look up StoneCold.com, see what it looked like.
Yeah, we actually should. It's not, so it doesn't exist anymore.
Probably not. I know that SpaceJam.com still exists. Like the official site for Space Jam is still around.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's become at this point a classic. The official site for WCW, or at least the official page on the Turner site, still exists, doesn't it?
That's right. On the Turner site, it does. Yep. So
That's another thing. How many on the internet? How many ghost sites are there like that?
Oh, I know one. Isn't it doorstopnation.com?
Well, I don't know. I don't think anyone ever went to that one. Some sites, they're out there and they're dead. Some of them, you wonder if they were ever alive in the first place. You go to doorstopnation.com and they have all these really distracting things that say, we're under construction, sorry. And they have the sawhorse and all the construction stuff like that.
Yeah. I was thinking about that as, we've always had the site looking like this over the years, and God, now we're in 2017. I started the site in 2004.
And it looks like it.
Yeah, well, I took classes and stuff, web page design. Yeah, in 2005. Okay.
When I was in school, we didn't have computers. We were banging two rocks together to start a fire. If we could do that, we graduated.
Yeah. You went to Bedrock High, right?
Exactly, yeah. I'm not going to, brag or anything, but the Devils are from.
Yeah. You got an autographed copy of the Bible.
Scars from Bam Bam to prove it.
Yeah. You got an autographed copy of the Bible, right?
That's right. Signed by Moses. I've got the the publisher's copy, like the original one, like God's early draft for it. It's just in the beginning.
Yeah.
I haven't really figured out the rest yet.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it for the B show and everything. I hope everybody's going to have a good New Year. Eat all the black-eyed peas people do for New Year's, right?
What, eat black-eyed peas? Or do you mean the black-eyed peas with turkey and all that stuff?
No, that's what people do that on New Year's, like the first week of New Year's, like New Year's traditions, like the first week of New Year's, you have resolutions. Do you have any resolutions?
Yeah, I resolved not to make any resolutions this year.
Okay, I resolved this year New Year's resolution is I'm gonna try see if I can to eat more Chinese food and try maybe bring back Chinese Thursday on the site.
Well, we'll see if that one lasts.
Yeah, we'll see. You never know. Never say never in this business, right?
No.
Never
Never say never.
Never say never.